Athena is the goddess of war and combat strategy, but is also the goddess of wisdom, skill, science, and justice. She was one of the 12 main deities who lived in Mount Olympus, and her name comes from the Greek word Athena, which means divine or ethical intelligence. There are many theories about her origin. The most widespread says that her father was Zeus himself. His first wife, Medusa, a titaness, prophesied that the children they had would be more powerful than their father. Thus, when she got pregnant of him, Zeus swallowed Medusa out of fear. Even then, she managed to give birth, and her daughter Athena managed to escape Zeus' body through his forehead, with the help of Hephaestus, the god of the forge and the metals, who made way for her with his axe. Another theory says that she was the daughter of Pallas, the titan of wisdom. At some point, he tried to attack her, and thus she killed him and used his skin to make a protective armor, the aegis, and tied her wings to her feet. And another theory even says that she was the daughter of Poseidon, god of the seas, that she ended up getting mad at him and the situation resulted in her being adopted by Zeus. The only thing that's clear is that her heart is void of any passions. She never had any husband or lover, and she was known as Athena the Virgin or Athena Parthenos, which is the name of the most famous temple dedicated to her image, the Parthenon of the Acropolis of Athens. You can find in there a colossal 12-meter-tall statue of her, built by the famous Phidias. Unlike other goddesses, she was always portrayed dressed, with a long tunic and with the aegis over her chest. Being the goddess of war and protector of heroes, she usually wears a helmet raised on her forehead as a way to show her peaceful face. On one hand, she carries a golden rod which grants protection to her warriors. And on the other, she holds a shield with the head of the Gorgon Medusa, a gift from Perseus for helping him defeat her. A small owl is usually with her, bird, which eventually became a symbol of philosophy. Some other times, she is depicted with a snake on her lap or at her feet. This comes from the myth where she becomes the foster mother and protector of Erichthonius, first king of Athens, son of Hephaestus and Gaia. One day, she placed him in a small basket and trusted him to 3 of her sisters. Athena didn't say what it contained, but warned them not to open it until she came back. However, they couldn't help checking out what was inside, and horrified, they found the child transformed into a snake. At a later time, when Erichthonius became the founder of the capital of ancient Greece, Athena competed with Poseidon to become the protector of the city, which didn't have a name yet. Poseidon hit the ground with his trident, and salt water gushed out of it. Meanwhile, Athena planted an olive tree. Zeus decided that the tree had appeared before, choosing Athena as the protector of the city and naming it in her honor. Another version of the story says that the very Athenians voted for one of the 2 gods. The women voted for Athena and the men for Poseidon. Athena won by a single vote, and the god of the sea, furious by this result, flooded the entire region. Afterwards, to calm down his anger, women lost the right to vote. Athena helped people become prosperous, fostering agriculture by inventing plowing and plowshares. She also taught men how to tame beasts and make fire. And not only that, but many inventions related to science and art are attributed to her, such as numbers, navigation, sewing, and even some instruments such as the flute and the trumpet. As protector of the city, she would guard it against foreign enemies as a goddess of war, but in a very different sense compared to Ares. She didn't even have weapons, she would borrow them from Zeus and would never sacrifice her soldiers in vain. Also, she didn't love war per se and only supported those battles which were assumed to be more favorable. She also stands out for being a great advisor for many classical heroes. She taught Heracles how to skin the Nemean lion using its own claws to cut its thick skin, and also helped him kill the Lernaean Hydra. During the Trojan War, she was on the side of the Greeks. And after the conflict, she supported Ulysses by telling him what he needed to do to recover his wife Penelope and his kingdom. In the myth of Jason and the Argonauts, she is also the one who teaches the builders of the Argo ship. To this day, Athena is still a very relevant character. Her statue appears in many government buildings in America and Europe, such as Vienna's parliament. She also appears in many coins, such as the $50 coin minted in 1915. the highest coin value in US history. Athena stars in so many myths and stories that we would spend hours talking about her. But we want to tell you about many other gods too, TikTokers. Feel free to ask for your favorites in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!